Welcome to your Park's finest Week 5 edition of Fantasy Football. This week featured a couple changes. We have the Nexus on a 3-game winning streak, advancing to 4-1. We have She Unit, who took her first loss, which we'll talk about a little later. 4-1, still top of the league with the most points scored. We got I'm With Her, the Super Freaks, God Bless Comerica, newly named, and the Gift of Brad at 3-2. All of those teams that I just mentioned are in playoff contention. We got Carry On My Wayward Son, Bass Kicker at 2-3, Kiko Freaking Torres at 1-4, and Patrick, it's my homie, at 0-5. That's your wrap up for the standings. We also had a trade between God Bless Comerica, who attained Alvin Kamara, Brandon Cooks, and Tyrell Williams. And Kiko Freaking Torres attained Nick Chubb, Tyler Lockett, and Darren Waller. There's really not much to say, fellas, except when trades are done in this league, it's not based off whether or not it affects you or whoever. It is done by whether or not it's fair for the individuals. So there's not really much more I can say. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. Anyway, moving on, we have the Fish versus the Homie. We got Bass Kicker versus Patrick's my homie. This one was actually closer than you might think. Patrick's my homie is 0-5. Hey, hang in there, buddy. It's okay. 6 of us make the playoffs. Kind of let down by Patrick Mahomes for Patrick's my homie, who had 28 points. Unfortunately, when you have that 2-quarterback strategy, you'll leave a 65-pointer with Deshaun Watson on the bench. That happens. It's okay. Overall, he had 33 from the Niners defense. That was a great start. And he had 32 from Lindsey. It was almost enough. Bass Kicker with a hell of a start between Dak Prescott, which is our player of the game, with 47.32. And he started Bass Kicker. I'm proud of you, buddy. You started Dak Prescott over Jared Goff. Jared Goff only got 25. If you had done that, you would have lost the game. Great job, Manny. Keep it up. He's basically Bass Kicker's Team Niners at this point. We got Matt Burita, Moster. We got Robbie Gold, and a couple others, I believe, on the bench. Yes, let me check real quick. Excuse my right here. We got Goodwin also on the bench. So we got 5 total Niners on Bass Kicker. So we might need a little bit more diversity, but either way, you're 2-3. Patrick's my homie, as I always say. You're my homie. Keep it up, buddy. Anyway, moving on, we got the Save Mart Bowl. That's the best I could do. I don't even really want to talk about this one, to be honest. We got Carry On My Wayward Son, crushing the Super Freaks. 194.38 to 161.50. Which is 2 times this week, by the way. We have the defense, which is pickup of the week by Mr. Danny Boy with 57.88. Not gonna lie, that one hurt. Not exactly a fan of that. I didn't make a claim for Philadelphia. I thought my D was okay, but hey, what are you gonna do? When you're going up against a guy who never punts and always goes for 2, you know, what are you gonna do? He even had Carry On My Wayward Son had -2 from Baker Mayfield. He had, which is just terrible, but he got resolved from Dalvin Cook with 33, Chris Carson with 31. The guy even got 16 from Muhammad Sanu, which was definitely the nail. Tom Brady ended up working out for Super Freaks, but other than that, team was pretty much average. Next week, we'll figure out what happens. Anyway, moving on, we got the Battle of the Titans. Or was it? We got the Nexus versus the Gift of Brad. The Nexus ended up swallowing, I guess you could say, the Gift of Brad, 169 to 134. In terms of the rest of the games, this game was kind of, I mean, even though it had a 35% differential, I'm a little disappointed. When you got Minnesota's D at 27 points, leading scorer, it kind of makes teams like She Unit throw up. So we're going to need some effort from these two teams, but either way, A win's a win, and Brad got caught in the vortex. He only got 16 from Wentz, 5 from Beckham. That'll happen when he's going up against the 0-4 Niners. And his leading scorer was Sony Michel, who I currently hate right now because I'm going up against the gift of Brad. But we'll see what happens. There's really not much more to say in that one, except you guys better have a lot more planned for next week. Because when you got the games with 183 and 342 and whatnot, holy shit, get your shit together. Anyway, moving on, we got blowout of the week. God bless Comerica versus Kiko freaking Torres, who ended up winning 183.56 to 106.06. I don't know what this guy's calling himself, folks. It's different every week, but god damn it, he keeps us guessing. Anyway, in this one, Kiko freaking Torres, as scouted, definitely overthought it with not starting Josh Jacobs. You can't really blame him. He played the Bears, but hey, what are you going to do? Had he had done that, it would have definitely made a difference, but Kiko, if there's one thing I can say for you, he didn't really have a chance. Matt Ryan went off with 41. It's about goddamn time. Let's see here. George Kittle finally kittled another individual and hurt Kiko with 22. Other than that, Kiko... Oh, I already said that. I'm sorry. No, there's nothing else really more to say in that one. The bench was pretty much clear except for Jacobs, so keep it up. Anyway, we're on to what I normally call Game of the Week, but... Folks, if I'm being honest, this one's game of the century. Prior to this game, the leading score, I can't remember. A certain individual knows what the score is. He could tell you. I couldn't tell you. But the highest score was around 239, which is your losing score here. I think it was 245. I could be wrong on the highest score, but it was shattered by I'm With Her 2020, who crushed She-Unit, if you can say that in a certain sense. 342. First guy to ever score 300 to 239. She-Unit was the second highest scorer, so there's really not much we can say. McCaffrey was the highest scorer for I'm With Her, and this game was insane. Thielen had 36, McCaffrey had 65, Aaron Jones had 61, Cooper had 57, Kupp had 30, and damn it, he had Lamar Jackson and he only got 19. It's safe to say that the weakest player on I'm With Her 2020 is not Hillary Clinton, it's Brandon Sims. And we really need him to set his lineup. Because if he does, I think he's going to win the $400. Anyway, She-Unit was let down hard, really by nobody on her team. She had Russell Wilson with 47, Tyler Boyd with 36. The list goes on and on. The defense even had 26, which is usually her best player. Guys, Will Fuller was benched on I'm With Her 2020, and he still scored that. Had he have scored that, I've done the math, it would have only been about 366, so it really wouldn't have been that much more. He would have killed either way. But once again, Brandon, get your shit together. There's really not much more to say. This week, was it 5 we said? Week 5, weekly wrap-up, is officially over. Don't forget to be awesome. That's it, guys. On to the next week.